In Southern California, we are blessed with great weather almost year round, and with that comes a very active lifestyle. It's very common to see people out and about running, walking, riding their bikes, and doing all kinds of cool stuff outdoors. And that brought us here today to Cal e-bikes in South Huntington Beach. This is one of the top tier e-bike distributors in Southern California, and more importantly, it has a very customer-centric business approach to giving white glove service beyond just giving you a bike. Let's sit down with the owner, who happens to be a lifelong Huntington Beach resident, and find out more about this cool business. Orange County has a lot to offer. Amazing small businesses, a rich history, tons of community events, and amazing people and organizations. We want to shine a light on them. This is Everything Orange County. All right, so here we are. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody where we're at.
So hi everyone, my name is Brian Waters. I'm the owner of Cal e-bikes in Huntington Beach, California.
I know the name is kind of self-explanatory, but maybe you could take a second and tell everybody what kind of company Cal e-bikes is.
Yeah, so we're a local family-owned electric bike company here in Huntington Beach.
When was the company founded?
So we were founded 2 years ago.
So I'm looking back here and I'm seeing a ton of different bikes. So how many makes and models of e-bikes do you guys have?
We carry 6 different makes and models, and we carry them in tons of different colors and styles.
So how did you get into the e-bike business?
So the inception of our company was growing up in Huntington Beach, riding the local beach path. We'd like to go down to the beach, and a lot of times later in the afternoon it gets a little windy. So as we started seeing the opportunity for a lot of bikes riding back up to Huntington Beach, we decided it was something that was growing and we want to be a part of that.
So I know there's a ton of e-bike companies out there, but I know that you guys have a very, very kind of unique differentiator that makes Cal e-bike so special. Can you let everybody know what kind of separates you guys from your other e-bike manufacturer distributors out there?
The biggest thing for us is being a small family-owned business. We pride ourselves in the customer service, and we offer a one-on-one exclusive appointment. And what that allows us to do is spend time with people so they get all their questions answered about e-bikes. There's a lot to know, from the batteries to the motors. We want to make sure the bike fits each person, that they can come in and get that experience one-on-one and leave here with a safe bike that fits their needs. Growing up in Huntington Beach, I think that's one thing that's unique here, is a lot of people either move here or they've grown up here their whole life. I was born and raised here, so I like to offer that opportunity for people to have that kind of family-owned experience.
Absolutely. Any special reason why you chose Huntington Beach, and specifically this part of town, to be the headquarters for Cal e-bikes?
Well, our location's just a couple miles from the beach, and you know, the most amazing part about Huntington Beach is the weather, so you could ride these bikes year-round. And one thing is that, you know, you get down to the beach and you can either go up north towards Long Beach, you can go south towards Newport, and with an e-bike you can get a lot further. So centrally located amongst some of the best trails in riding. And growing up here, I just wanted to offer that for friends, family, and it's fun to see people that I've known forever riding around on our bikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I know when it comes to e-bikes, a big component is safety, and I know that you're taking that matter very seriously and have put something pretty cool that's in the works that specifically addresses safety. Can you kind of go into that a little bit?
Yeah, so my background is a firefighter, and so safety is a big thing for me. Number one, we offer like really nice quality components in our bikes, so that's super important to us. But the exciting thing that's coming in the works very shortly is we're going to be offering a free safety course. We get a lot of concerns from parents, including myself, who's a parent, seeing a lot of kids riding around town. And so we're putting together a course where you can come down. I'm going to teach them about the laws, how to ride safely, what type of helmets to have them on, how to deal with traffic. The whole point is to make everyone feel comfortable on our bikes, and make sure that everyone in the town is abiding by the laws too. So, because ultimately we want to have e-bikes around for a long time, and that's a big part of it.
So what have you found to be the most fulfilling part about running Cal e-bikes?
For me, being born and raised here, it's a fun opportunity to reconnect with a lot of people and a lot of the locals, and actually having them come in, and it's pretty rewarding when I'll be down at the beach and see someone ride on our bikes. I think e-bikes are here to stay for sure, so it's fun to be part of that journey and help people fulfill their needs and answer their questions, because there's a lot of stuff about the bikes that are hard to understand, and it's a big investment. So I like having that local flavor to Huntington Beach to be able to offer that.
What's kind of an elevator pitch way of telling people what they need to be looking for?
The first thing I would always ask is, what type of battery do you have? That's really important. There's a lot of cheapy batteries that are out there. Also, what type of motor, how strong the motor is, what type of brakes. We tend to use all the incredible components, and part of my business strategy is I want to provide something that I don't have to fix as much for clients. So by spending the money up front on the good bikes, that alleviates that problem for people. So when you come in, I will sit down and answer any question, every question about that. Okay. And that's why we do the one-on-ones.
So you mentioned that you have, I believe, 6 different models. Can you let us know what those 6 models are?
Yeah, so our most popular model is the Fat Tire Cruiser. That's a really popular model just because it's the nostalgic bike of Huntington Beach. Sure. We offer that same one in a smaller tire model. We have a cargo model, which is great because you could put someone on the back and has pegs for your friend to sit on. We also have a fold-up one, which are really popular for people who like to put them in their cars or even go camping. We have a mountain bike, and the newest model is our retro style motorcycle, and that one is it just looks awesome. So yeah, those are different styles, and we also offer tons of different colors to kind of suit your needs as well.
Cool. Is there an online component to your business? I know you pride yourself on the ability to sit down with someone and kind of talk them through the process and really do that whole white glove service, but for someone who maybe physically can't get here, are they able to buy your bikes online?
Yes, so we ship anywhere in the continental US. We have a website on there. It shows every single model we have and it explains all the components so they can go on there and compare. We also have manuals on there. We have some safety information. We have tons of different accessories on there too, because with these you're gonna need other things. So we offer pretty much everything.
Awesome. How do you guys handle the whole maintenance and repair aspect of these bikes?
Myself or one of the members of my team actually personally builds each bike and we check for quality control there. We also have a mobile mechanic, which is nice. So if you're a busy person and you're at work, you can call our mobile mechanic or I'll arrange that for you. They'll show up at your house, fix the problem. We have a really good warranty. And the one other thing that makes us really unique is that if something does happen to your bike, I will personally come to your house and deliver a demo bike for you to use. A lot of times people getting their bikes fixed, they're like, hey, I'm without my bike for 2 weeks since the summer. We want to make sure that you have a bike to use. So we'll bring one to you while we're working on it. Being a small local owned bike shop, that's something that we can offer that most people don't.
It's kind of like getting a loaner vehicle when your car's at the shop.
100%, yeah. We just want to make sure people are out there riding and having fun and not missing out on any fun opportunities. So
that's really cool. I can appreciate that. Let's talk about theft. I'm sure that's a pretty big problem out there. What's Cali Bike's kind of approach to dealing with that?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is a big investment for people, and so we've seen a lot of theft lately. So we've kind of come up with some ideas. First off, we offer really, really nice locks. As a firefighter, we actually tested the locks to see how easy it was for us to cut into some of these, and it was really hard. We also have some creative ways to use air tags. I don't want to give away the secret to everyone, but and then we also offer alarms, and it's an alarm just like there would be on a car. You set the alarm, if someone touches your bike, it actually goes off. That usually will deter someone long enough to leave and hopefully not steal any other bikes.
Well, it's been an amazing opportunity to come and learn about your business, and here what we like to do at the end of our videos is kind of give you the floor to speak directly to the viewers, the community, and so take it away.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. Again, my name is Brian Waters. I'm the owner of Cali Bikes in Huntington Beach. We're located at 8522 Hamilton. We're off of Newland and Hamilton. Again, we pride ourselves on being a family that grew up here in Huntington Beach for our whole entire life. So we're raising our kids here. So we like to give back and be that mom and pop store for you. We also do offer discounts to local Huntington Beach residents and first responders, since I'm also a fireman myself. If you have any questions, my phone number is 714-655-4141. That's actually my personal phone number, and I'm happy to give that to you because I want to make sure that you can contact me day or night, text, phone call, whatever. Our website is www.cal-ebikes.com, and on Instagram and Facebook, we're at cal_e_bikes. Reach out to us, we'll answer any questions, and I promise you guys are going to have a great experience.
Thanks, see you next time.